my name is Hussein, and I'm representing the group by students. We actually are a group of students that came in because we were doing some local business, but we got very tired of it. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to do something global, something big, something huge that, will give us some kind of success. So that's actually what we were looking for. So we started brainstorming, and we started actually with brainstorming life. So we started with you get born, then you go to school, then high school, and then some kind of university, then you get a job, and finally you achieve success. The problem is that it's very hard to find a job because we don't have any references or any cases that we've been working on. So when we're out there, and so when we're out there, it's very difficult, and that's actually our main problem. So it's hard to achieve success because we don't have anything that we've tried and work with when we finish out our educations. So we start thinking of maybe creating a database where we could sign up all university students, at least at Aalborg University. And it could actually look like this. The point of this website would be that we signed up all the students to start off with Aalborg University, and then we could filter them. But that's actually just a recruitment agency with a focus on students, and that already existed. So we have to differ ourselves from the rest of the competitors out there. So we thought, how about connecting it with the social media that already existed out there, and add something like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Flickr on it. And not only that, we would actually do that we would take some of the recruitment agency work of the recruitment agencies. So we could do some insight work on the students and some Belkin test on the students, and by that way gain a lot of information about the students. Then we would actually do that we made a free model that says that it would combine the best groups at Aalborg University and tell them to show up at a certain place where they could start, and then just give them something to start off with. It could be trees. And then they have to create a company or some idea based on trees with the best possible team combined. And that's actually the idea. And in that way, force the students to think innovative and creative. So that's actually the idea of it. But then we face some other problems, and that will be how would we make some money out of this. And we made a subscribe method that we could actually give the companies. We could ask them to pay an X certain amount of money every month, and then we will give them access to these students. And it would take some pain of them because we've already did some of the research that they are going to do. So we will save them some money. Also, and that will be the safe way of building that up. Also, we would add something called surveys or case competitions that companies, local or global, because this idea can also go global, could add to this, and in that way gain some extra money now and then on this plan. Not only that, we found out that that idea is very good because we wanted again to think big, and that idea can be scaled on global plan. There's actually 9,005 universities in 204 countries, and in that way we could do major research and case competition on global plan instead of just local plan for huge companies out there, and actually gain some experience and get some good, big, qualified resources on our CV when we go out to apply for jobs. So that's actually the idea. And yes, the company should be called by students. So that's about it. Thank you.
So my first question is, you had some tests, some Belkin tests,
yes,
some personality tests.
Yes.
personality type test.
Yes.
That's good for categorizing people, I guess, on some level. But what about, how do I, as a businessman, look at this and see, is it a lazy guy, or is he productive, or...
Yeah. It's not gonna. It's a very nice point, but it's not. It's not gonna take all the pressure of the human resource department. It will only solve some of their problems. So instead of having 5 meetings with the people, you're only gonna have 2 or 3 meetings. So that's where you're saving your money. You always have to face the student by the end of the day, but he will have some relevant work that he can bring along with him when he comes in, instead of having nothing, and you start from scratch with the guy. Yeah.
How do you evaluate? Let's say I wanted a developer.
Yeah.
Who's better than the other? Is it like you get points or what?
You can do that. We haven't really thought that through, but you can always add some plugins to it. So that would be a good possibility. Yeah, good point. Yes?
So there are other websites competing with you guys, sort of not directly. Let's say LinkedIn, and you know Odesk, Elance, those kind of places where sort of they're built for freelancers who want to do something on startup or work, do their work, and they do a lot of tests there and basically prove that they have these qualities. Have you thought in those ways?
No, we actually just thought about it from the student perspective. We wanted to help students because we are self-students. So we didn't focus on any other, but you can always add like categories and always add plugins and do more surveys. Yeah, it could be done, so yes.
Where's the money?
The money comes from when the company wants to go in and do some research or some check-in, or you want to do a global or local competition, case competition, surveys, or stuff. We can also very focus it because we can do surveys with the most qualified group for your company instead of just doing traditional surveys. So it would be a more specific result you could get out of it. Yes?
Let's make this easier for us because we are judging you on customer validation. Have you talked to any of the potential customers?
We had a lady from Microsoft this part.
And then
Yeah, we talked with her and she told us that it could release them from a lot of work if we did this. It could be a good way of saving some money.